What's up, team? Welcome back to This Week in the Things I Care About for the week of June 27th, 2026. I'm here in beautiful Washington State with my mom's dog, Hank. Let's see if I can get him on camera. He's very cute. He's having a great time. Anyway, so this week in Things I Care About, a few things. The Dungeon Crawler Carl show got officially announced for Peacock, and there's been some updates on that. So it's confirmed to be live action. So the casting speculation has started to get into full swing. I personally saw on one of my Facebook groups Jared Kiso from Letterkenny being an option for Carl, and I thought, wow, that's a really great option. That would be, I think he's basically perfect for the role. Hey, Hank, stop eating the grass. Hey, quit eating the grass. Stop it. Hey, Hank, stop. Stop it. Stop, drop it. Anyway, MSI starts tonight at 8 o'clock, Team Liquid versus T1. That'll be interesting. I was kind of hoping I'd get to talk about it on this episode, but I'll have to bring it up on the next week's episode after we've watched it because it's a little late. The World Cup has been going on. I didn't really care much about the World Cup. I didn't really have any opinion on the World Cup, but on my flight here to Washington, I actually sat next to a Bosnian guy, and there were about 20 Bosnians on the plane from where I live to here in Washington because Bosnia was going to be facing Qatar the day after I got here. So on the plane, I ended up talking to this Bosnian guy for about 45 minutes about the World Cup and then about Bosnia and the civil war that happened in the 80s, and he gave me some sage advice. Kind of an older guy in his 60s. It was very cool. And then, yeah, we got to have someone to root for during the Bosnia-Qatar game. So I watched that with my mom and her husband, and Bosnia did win 3-1, so that's great. And then as it turned out, because of the seeding, Bosnia ended up being the opponent for the United States coming up tomorrow, actually, I think, or Wednesday, something like that. Anyway, and then we also watched the group with Canada and Switzerland, and we also watched a Netherlands game and some other stuff. So I've been like kind of keeping up. I'm still not huge on football, but the experience of sitting next to that guy from Bosnia was cool, and so it's kind of given me an in to have someone to root for. But as it turns out, again, they're facing the United States now. I'm having a bit of a conflict of faith there, but that was kind of cool. So I've been here in Washington for about 5 days. I got in on Tuesday, and I went to go see my dad yesterday up in Canada, so that was nice. Got to see him for a while. Not to get too much into it, but he's got a terminal illness, so wanted to make sure I got to spend some time with him before that takes him. Trying to think what other things came out that I care about this week. Oh, Supergirl came out. I'm not going to go see it. I've heard that it's pretty garbo, which is not surprising to me. I wasn't that hyped on it based on the trailers. I thought maybe it could be good because it seemed to be kind of more in line with James Gunn's style, but I've heard that it's kind of slop and people don't like it. It's kind of mean-spirited, and the action scenes are kind of meh, and it's like filmed really dark and stuff. So yeah, I'm probably not going to go see it, but it came out and the current reviews look like it's pretty middle of the road, if not less than average. The trailer for Batman Nightfall came out this week. That's a trilogy of movies coming out that are adapting the Nightfall storyline. Obviously, I'm very excited for those whenever those come out. We don't have a release date for them yet, but the trailer looks amazing. I like the style, and they're adapting one of the really great Batman stories, so that's exciting. Let's see what else. I think that's probably about it. Not a super exciting week, but in terms of the, nerd meta game, but an exciting week for me in that I get to be home here on the West Coast and see my family for the first time in over a year. So I'm going to be here for a while. Probably got to do at least 1 or 2 more of these from my phone before I get back to my setup. Doing it from the computer, though, if I end up liking doing it on the phone, I might just continue doing it because it's kind of nice to do these outside. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to play with the dog for a little bit here, and that should be it for me. I'll give you another look at him. What you doing there, Hank? Chilling? Got something to chew on? Good. All right, that's going to be it for me in this week in things I care about for the week of June 27th, 2026. We'll be back next week for another update. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you next week. Bye-bye.